What's up, everybody? We have a two-game Monday Night Football slate, and I have my favorite player props for these games. We got Titans, Dolphins, and we have Giants, Packers. Before I can get into today's picks, I'm not quite able to do a recap for Sunday's picks yet because we're waiting on Sunday Night Football. I'm recording this before Sunday Night Football. Unfortunately, we're 0-2 to start the day on Sunday, so that's not great. But if A.J. Brown can't come through for us, we'll have a profitable day. So let's root for that. Including the two losses that have already happened today, our total profit season to date on these NFL pumped up props is just below 22 units of profit with an ROI of 15%. Obviously, 15% ROI is great. That'll go down if A.J. Brown doesn't hit. It'll go up if he does. So we're going to wait on that. And then also remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already. And let's get into these plays. So the first game that we're going to go ahead and lock in here in the Titans-Dolphins game, the first play, is we're taking Tajay Spears anytime touchdown plus 475 odds at FanDuel. Now, to be clear, this is only going to be a half unit play. Obviously, it's a pretty big long shot, so I'm not going to put a full unit on it. And I'll be honest, I really didn't know where to go for this game. Essentially, everybody on the Dolphins, who obviously is, that's an offense that you want to have pieces of. Everybody on the Dolphins, their odds are so nuked that there really isn't any value. Tyreek Hill's over-under receiving yards, it's over 100. Him to score a touchdown is minus 170. I like Devon Achane to have a good game. He's even minus money to score a touchdown. So you could go with Derrick Henry. He's plus money to score. But the reason why I decided to go not with Henry and decided to go with Spears instead is because in games in which the Titans are losing, and especially in games in which they're losing by a lot, Derrick Henry sometimes doesn't touch the ball a lot. Sometimes he splits work, if not even more, with Tajay Spears. And looking at Derrick Henry's season, he's only scored a touchdown in 2 of the games that the Titans have lost this year. Both of those games were relatively close. Now, I think that it's not a hot take that we're not expecting this game, the Monday Night Football game between the Titans and Dolphins, to be very close. So I'm not expecting Derrick Henry to really have that good of a game. And in some losses where they're uncompetitive, he has some really gross performances, like 20 rushing yards against the Browns, 24 rushing yards against the Jaguars. There's been, in 5 of the Titans' losses this year, Derrick Henry hasn't even reached 45 rushing yards. So in games in which, again, the Titans are losing, they split snaps with Spears and Henry. Since the Titans are going to be losing from the jump in this one, that's why we're going with Spears. Now, the scary part for this one is he only scored 1 touchdown so far this year, so that's kind of why I'm only saying to put a half unit on it. But in games in which the Titans lose, Tajay Spears averages just under 4 targets per game. That's not terrible. He's got some burst. He's pretty juicy. He's got some burst, so hopefully he can break one for us. If he scores a touchdown, that would be electric, would guarantee a profitable day. That's our first play. Next up, in the Packers versus Giants game, we're taking Saquon Barkley, 90-plus rushing yards, plus 225 odds at FanDuel. Another game that's going to be really gross, and another game that I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go with it. The one thing that I know for certain is that Saquon Barkley is going to touch the ball 1,000,000 times. With Tommy DeVito under center, and even before that, it wasn't just with Tommy DeVito, the Giants are just killing Saquon Barkley by giving him a ton of carries, which means he gets a lot of work. Also means at the end of this year, he's probably not going to get a great contract because of his legs. That's not what we're talking about here. But on the year, Saquon Barkley averages over 18 carries per game. And if the game is remotely close, they're just going to give him a zillion carries. He had 36 carries against the Jets, which is ridiculous. 24 carries against the Bills. Overall, he's had 20-plus carries in 3 games this year. He's had double-digit carries in every game this year, including blowouts, including a game in which he left early. And looking at the matchup here, the Packers have one of the worst run defenses in the entire NFL. Opponents average 136 rushing yards per game against the Packers. That's the 3rd worst in the NFL. And overall, the Packers, looking at DVOA, have the 23rd ranked rushing defense. So very much not a good rushing defense. On the year, Barkley's cleared 90-plus rushing yards 3 times. And over the past 2 weeks, the Giants' offense has kind of shown signs of life. Now, I'm not saying their offense has been good. I'm just saying they've shown a little bit of, like I said, signs of life. So hopefully they can be just not a total train wreck in this one. If not, if they are remotely good, I could see Saquon getting 20-plus carries and with moderate efficiency getting us to 90 yards. If he does, we're going to have a nice, juicy, profitable day. So let's hope for that. And that's all I got. 2 plays for you guys to lock in. If you're riding with me, make sure to comment and let me know. Other than that, remember to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody for watching, and have a good one.